Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin has seen this expected sell-off late yesterday after my last video, but I provided some additional updates on Discord, and there was also another update on Twitter that I provided that we can take a look at right now. After the last video, yeah, there was some movement, nothing dramatic, nothing significant, but it looks a little bit impulsive to the downside. And this is all in line with this yellow scenario, which could take us into the mid 40K region. This here is the daily chart on, the daily Bitcoin chart, daily time frame. And if you watched previous videos, or if you follow the short-term updates on Discord, then you know that my interpretation is that the yellow scenario is slightly leading, or the bears are leading, okay? And I prefer the yellow scenario just because I see it as more probable at the moment. That does not rule out the white count, okay? It does not invalidate the directly bullish scenario at all. So we want to talk about them both here on the daily chart first, and what is important to watch for, on each of these for each of these scenarios. So the white wave count, let's start with that one, even though it's not preferred but still a likely scenario. And we want to talk about what needs to happen for the bulls to take a lead. So first of all, I don't see the 1-2 setup that I have on the chart here for the bulls as a really good setup personally. And the reason is that there was no 5-wave rally to the upside. It is, however, possible that Bitcoin forms a diagonal pattern in circle 1 in white to the upside, so that the wave 1 of 1 is logically a 3-wave move. The wave 3 would also be a 3-wave move, the wave 4 as well, and the wave 5 as well. It would be a very fragile structure on the way up, and we can really only confirm that a larger degree 4th wave bottomed on the 5th of August. Once all these 5 waves are completed, we would then be watching for a 3-wave pullback in wave 2, and could then watch for higher prices in a 3rd wave, and so on. And this is the roadmap for the bulls. In this case, the circle 1 bullish diagonal pattern should take us into the area above 70K. And the support region, which I added late yesterday to the chart, is between 52,108 and 55,833. So this is a support zone I added yesterday late to the chart, and I provided that update on Twitter. It's described here, but also then, also here we talked about the support zone, and they are defined between 55,833, 54,265 and 52,108. However, I did say there, the white scenario is not preferred until the market provides clear bullish signals, such as a 5-wave move up and break above resistances. This is simply the area, as I also described here, a support zone from where the bulls could make a comeback, but we don't know that yet. It is simply where, for the white scenario, reward and risk are in a good, in a good relationship. However, I just don't see it as the most probable scenario. But you can see that the market, when we had a sell-off yesterday, there was a reaction to the 50% fib level exactly, and we've also seen a bit of consolidation, but no impulsive reaction. And the main reason why I don't see the white count as most probable one is we haven't seen any impulsive price action to the upside. Not since the 5th of August low. However, on the yellow chart, in the yellow count, in the yellow interpretation, we've seen 5-wave movements to the downside. So we have seen impulsive price action last week, which made me favor the yellow wave count, suggesting we could come down a bit lower into the mid 40K region. And this seems to be playing out now. So in this scenario, we're also dealing with a wave 4. It's just that the wave 4 that started here in March is likely still unfolding instead of being finished. In this scenario, we're currently moving down in wave C of Y of 4. And if we now go to the smaller time frame, then you see this microstructure which played out nicely. So we had the wave 1 to the downside, from that 25th of August high, a wave 2 to the upside, another 1-2 setup, and we're basically now in a third wave to the downside. That would be the idea. That's also the latest update. And it's, yeah, you might remember yesterday we talked about a resistance area here, and the wave 2 was likely finished, and it's actually followed through to the downside. Now, in terms of microstructure, circle 3 could easily take us down to around about 52K. Then there should be a wave 4 and a wave 5 of a larger third wave and another 4-5, and we might indeed land in the mid 40K region. We will have to see if this microstructure will be followed through as it is or as suggested. The overnight, let's say, rally or recovery was already quite, I don't want to call it aggressive, but there was quite a bit of a rebound. And it's, however, not invalid. You know, we haven't broken above any levels, but it could very well be that this is another larger wave 2 instead of a wave 4. But most importantly, whichever wave count it is here on the micro level, so if we break above 56,980, it would require a small interpretation or reinterpretation of the microstructure, but it would be seen as a corrective rally, and that's the main thing, right? It would be seen as a corrective rally. It just means that the nearest resistance is here. If we break above it, we might push a little bit higher, and if I see that, I will provide an additional resistance area later. The latest updates come through on Discord, but I would need to look at the structure then, you know, is it maybe this wave 4, no? Or is it this wave 2? It doesn't matter so much. Important would be that it is only seen as a corrective rally, and we're likely going to see further downside, right? That's the idea. At least that's the idea at the moment. Really only with a break above circle 2 here at 59,800, the yellow wave count as it is would be invalidated. Okay, so then we would really, that would require a larger, more substantial reinterpretation of the chart. But until then, yeah, surely, you know, microstructures might shift. Surely, you know, microstructures can easily shift, but it would not necessarily change the overall assumption. But the yellow scenario seems to be leading. We had these 5 wave movements to the downside here, and this also looks like a 5 wave move down. So yeah, it's we're getting there. I'll keep you updated if anything changes. You will hear it here first. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.